welcome to another edition of Gold Cup Today. I'm Samantha Yarock here with Simon Borg, and after a weekend of 3 straight doubleheaders, we can finally start filling out our quarterfinal bracket. And Simon, Group A play is finished, and we have a surprise winner.
And Samantha, it's Panama. Panama were already through to the quarterfinals before their final group game against Canada, so they went ahead and sent 9 new starters, and they still got the result they needed, a tie to clinch Group A. It was a scoreless tie, and it was brutal. Few chances to speak of. One of them, though, resulted in, to me, the save of the weekend. Canada's Milan Borjan going up to parry a Jairo Jimenez shot. But Canada, that score eliminates them from the tournament. They leave without scoring a goal in this tournament. They did have a complaint at the end. Marcus Haber going down in the penalty box. He wanted a PK. I'm not so sure.
Well, Simon, even if Canada had won by the minimum score, it wouldn't have been enough for third place after Martinique only lost by 2 goals to the pre-tournament favorites, Mexico.
And the score was tight, but Mexico were a class above Martinique in this one. They had inspiration, they had purpose about their game, and a lot of it came from the right side. Miguel Layún, the right back, just bombing down the right side, cross after cross, and on the right midfielder, Chapo Montes, coming inside, creating the first goal, then scoring the beauty of the weekend on that second one. And Mexico, a nice, tranquil week leading up to the quarterfinals, and this was scary for the opposition in the Gold Cup. Mexico is getting better with every game.
Well, Mexico and Panama are both guaranteed to play in Atlanta next Saturday in the quarters, while Martinique waits to find out whether they're one of the top 2 third-place teams to move on. If that's the case, a possible opponent for them could be the U.S., who remain in first place in Group C despite an early scare against Cuba.
And that scare came from Jose Ciprian, the Cuban forward, with a lethal finish to put Cuba ahead in Salt Lake City. And the U.S. at that point, lethargic, without ideas, just standing on the field, frankly. But they were bailed out by a late penalty kick just before halftime, Landon Donovan converting. And in the second half, Jurgen Klinsmann brought on 3 new subs. One of those, reigning MLS Golden Boot winner Chris Wondolowski, who continues his tear. 2 goals against Cuba, making it 6 in his last 3 U.S. national team games. And we've seen this player go on binges before in MLS, and it could last a while.
Well, of course, he had his lucky extra W sewn under his jersey. The big question, will he bust that out again when the U.S. take on Costa Rica on Tuesday for the top spot in Group C? Well, let's hear from head coach Jurgen Klinsmann and goalkeeper Nick Raimondo about the upcoming match.
Costa Rica is the first real benchmark for us coming now. You know, I mean, everybody knows and has respect for Belize and Cuba. We all do. But the benchmark for us now starts with Costa Rica. We need now games where we eye to eye to the opponents, you know, where we know it's going to go down to the wire. And therefore, you know, we're really looking forward to that match now in Hartford.
No, I think it's going to be a great game. It's going to be a team that has we've probably been on their list since that last qualifier. So we got to be ready. They're definitely not going to come out and pack the back. They're going to want to play. So it's going to be 2 football teams wanting to play soccer and really just get out there and see who's the best team on that day.
Well, Simon, even though they both say that Costa Rica is a big test for the U.S. team, given Costa Rica's recent performances, is this game a real test for the U.S. team?
Yes, Sam, they haven't been great, but look at the opposition, Belize and Cuba, and I don't think they've been up for these games. Against Belize, they needed an own goal for the winner and a late lunge to save them from a 1-1 tie against Belize. But I think against the U.S., they will be up for that game. They want revenge for the Snow Classico.
Well, tonight Group B wraps up play, and Simon, this is probably the most exciting group of the tournament.
I would agree, Samantha. A big part of that is Haiti. They play such a fun style with a lot of enthusiasm. They just love to attack. But that style didn't translate into a win in the first game. They actually lost against Honduras despite playing well. In the second game, they got the goals. Jean-Eudes Maurice getting 2 goals to give them the win against Trinidad, and the Paris Saint-Germain player had his dancing boots on in this one. Now, they're in a good spot, but Haiti is not the only team playing well in this group. I think El Salvador are really having a great tournament. They've been a little unlucky, though. In the first game, they had that late bite by Rodolfo Zelaya saved by the goalkeeper. That could have won it for them. And then in the second game against Honduras, they hit the post late. They could have won it there, only to see Honduras then score in stoppage time. Honduras takes the win. As if we didn't already have one of the best games shaping up here between 2 of the funnest teams, Samantha. El Salvador need all 3 points.
Well, Simon, we have a lot to look forward to tonight with El Salvador taking on Haiti at 7 p.m., followed by Honduras versus Trinidad and Tobago at 9:30 p.m. Eastern, both on Fox Soccer and Unimas. Well, that's all we have for Gold Cup today. We'll be back tomorrow from Hartford, Connecticut.